Hi, today we're going to use the program Rhino5 to create a rocket nose cone. This is a CAD program called Computer Assisted Design. Here is the major layout of the program. Our first task here, though, is to pick the right screen to use. We're going to look at a front view of our rocket nose cone as we make it. So I'm going to bring the mouse up here and double click on it. Here is my new graph paper on which to draw my rocket nose cone, but it's coarser than I want it. So I'm going to go up here to View, go to Zoom, and we're going to change the zoom extent down here, or zoom factor I should say, zoom factor. I click that, and now I have a little zoom factor command up here, and I'm going to put in 0.4. Hit enter. Now I have much finer graph paper, and now I'm going to use my arrow key on my keyboard to move the graph paper down a bit so that the intersection of that red and green line are towards the bottom of my screen. Now I'm going to start drawing my nose cone, and this is just going to be in profile. So I'm going to come over here to begin drawing a line segment. Now I can click on the box, but I need to click on the lower right corner of that box down here to pick the right line. And I want to do a polyline or line segments, that's plural. I click that. Now move my cursor down here to that intersection of the green and blue line, green and red line. Click once, and now I'm going to go out. That's a left click on the mouse. Come out to one large box and two little boxes, and then click on the mouse again. You made a point there. Now I'm going to go up one box and three boxes up. So one large box, three little boxes. Click again, and now just one box to the left. Click that. Now you can double click, using the right mouse key. So right click on the mouse to show the line. It sort of looks like almost like a little snake there. This is going to be the base of the rocket where it sticks inside the rest of the rocket body. Now we're going to draw the rest of the nose cone. Now I can do that using a starting point almost anywhere along this green line. We're going to stay within the parameters of the size of the initial rocket nose cone that came with the rocket that we're using, which is 10 of these boxes tall. So I can go up here from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So anywhere along this green line from this point downward, I can use it as a starting point. I'm going to try 9 right here, and I need to go over here, select the kind of line I want. We want a curved line. So I'm going to click curve here, and little box. We either can use the control point curve or the interpolated curve. Let's try the control point curve here. Now that's 10 boxes, so this is 9. It's my starting point. Now I can't go beyond the point down here width-wise, so I'm going to start here and just begin to draw a few curves to help make my rocket nose cone the way that I want it. And try one more. Fine, we're going to come down here and have it click to the point there, touch. Now at my point at the end of the line, we're going to right click on the mouse, and that should be done. So that is the profile of the rocket. The next thing I need to do is to attach these two lines to each other. So I go over here. Oops, I'm going to select them first, so I need to go up here to grab them. So I have an arrow key now. I'm going to use the shift key on the keyboard to select, or hold that down, select one line. Then I'm going to select the other line, holding the shift key down and clicking on the mouse left key. Both lines are selected. Now I'm going to join them here using this item right here. I'm just going to use that. And now they should be joined so that they are just one line. And now hit enter. Okay. This is the profile. Now, the next thing I need to do is I'm going to create this into a solid. So, this is easy to do. I am just going to spin this line 360 degrees to make my object. So, my next task is to come up to where it says surface up here, click that, and we're going to do revolve. Click on that. Now, I need to tell it what point it's going to revolve around. So since this is a profile, it's going to revolve around the green line. It's going to be the axis of the nose cone. So I can click on any spot above the end of my nose cone that's on the green line, and then draw a line down right along it to the end below it. So that is the axis of rotation. And now I just need to go up here where it says full circle, right up here. I'm going to double click this. There is my nose cone. And if you want to see it in 3D, I can come over here and hit the little arrow next to the front where it says rendered. There is the nose cone. I can look at it from different directions, but this now is a three-dimensional nose cone that I can print. The final thing to do now is to come up here, File, and we're going to Save As. Our goal is to save it as a .stl file, which stands for stereolithographic. So there's .stl right here. Give it a name. I have a series of test ones, so this is going to be nose 9, I think. And save it. Hit OK. Hit OK. And there we have it. So I did forget to say that one of the things that when the program opens up it's going to ask you to do is that it's going to ask you to pick the size of the object that you're working with. So what you want to do is work with an object in millimeters. So it's going to be a large object in millimeters. You're going to have this choice where it's going to ask you to make a large or small object in either inches, millimeters, or centimeters. Your goal is to do that in large object in millimeters. And there we have it, and we can now print this as a nose cone. Thank you.